Hey everyone, Derek here with a quick news update on Nintendo as they released the English versions of their fiscal reports for this quarter, and there's some interesting details in there. Now we'll have a link to the full reports in the description below, but we did want to cover some of the bigger news in here. And the first one, and probably the most surprising, is the fact that Nintendo is still preparing 3DS titles for 2019 and beyond. We already know that the Bowser's Inside Story remake is coming to 3DS in 2019, but we didn't know that they were having even more games in that year for the 3DS and even potentially in 2020. For whatever reason, Nintendo is still continuing their support of the 3DS, and it is going strong. It's not as huge as the Switch, but I guess they're still carrying that torch until the majority of owners have a Switch rather than a 3DS. It's honestly quite surprising, but that's Nintendo for you. The other thing they stated is that they will have more info on their upcoming online service that's still supposed to come out in September, and they'll provide those details in May on the official Nintendo website. So hopefully we'll get a better idea of exactly what the online has to offer and how Nintendo is going to court people to it, or at least get a somewhat clearer idea of what exactly we can expect from it. The final piece of big news, and probably the biggest honestly, is that Nintendo has partnered with developer Cygames in Japan for a new mobile game called Dragalia Lost. This will be distributed in Asia first, but then it will be brought to the rest of the world thanks to Nintendo. The reason this is such a big deal is that Cygames is basically the biggest mobile developer in Japan, even bigger than DNA, and they're the ones that previously made Grand Blue Fantasy, which is the biggest mobile game in Japan. These are basically two giants working together in order to take over the mobile world. It's kind of crazy when you know what's really going on with these two, so it just goes to show how invested Nintendo is in the mobile department, and this is the way to make it happen. So yeah, there's a lot more in there about sales figures, about how things are going, but this is the biggest news that we felt were in the reports. And yeah, it's good stuff. But what do you guys think of this news? Let us know in the comments, and of course be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Nintendo and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.